This is the seaside area of Yaffa, or Jaffa, lined with multi-million-dollar mansions that have been built on demolished Palestinian homes. This is a waterfront condo. This is a beach house, and beyond it you see this empty land. These were Palestinian homes. The homes were demolished, and the land was turned into a garbage dump for years. And eventually Israel decided, well, let's put up housing for the Palestinians there. And they started to do that, and then they realized that the land was so contaminated that it was spontaneously exploding. So nothing at all can be done with that land. Here's that same land. Here. And here's the remains of what was the Palestinian community in this now extremely wealthy Jewish neighborhood. This is a restaurant that has been demolished 4 times. This is an old Palestinian farm on the waterfront. This I show you because this is within the state of Israel in Yaffa. This is Palestinian, what happens to a Palestinian home after 60 years of being unable to repair your roof. It falls in on you. And that's how they are forced to live. Well, directly across the street from that home goes up new housing. Here's the Palestinian home. This is a Bedouin area near Yaffa, built right on the railroad tracks. It's inside Israel. The Israeli government is responsible for collecting garbage, and they just don't. And what are the Bedouins supposed to do? Establish their own private garbage collecting operation? Where are they supposed to take the garbage? There's nowhere they can legally take it. They pay taxes like everybody else. These are children in that town. And notice the sweatshirt that this boy is wearing. They all spoke fluent English. In fact, most of the Palestinians we met spoke fluent English. And they speak fluent Hebrew. And this boy's ambition is basically to become an Israeli Jew in every way, so that he can escape the life that he leads. These are the people who Israel brands as security risks. Oops. And this is their playground. These are their homes. They own the land. They can't build on it. And directly across the street, this is a plant, an energy plant, a fuel plant, I think, that they cannot work at. This is a home in that little Bedouin area, which has been rebuilt 4 times. This is a form of resistance. Going to school is a form of resistance, and the Palestinian graduation rate is very high. The literacy rate is one of the highest in the world. Almost everybody has at least a high school degree, and the number of people with college degrees is also extremely high. This is an open sewage river from the Bedouin area that I just showed you. And this is the Bedouin side of the street. This is the Israeli side of the same street, directly across the street from that. This is the Bedouin area of Lid, which is very close to Yaffa. This house was slated for demolition when we were there. Their form of resistance was to pretend that their housing was not going to be demolished and to build housing that they could feel proud to own. And by the way, it was demolished before we left. This is the home in Tel Aviv that is the site of a book named The Lemon Tree, which is a really wonderful book. I recommend it to everybody to read. It's the story of what happened to this home, which had been a Palestinian home and is now an Israeli home, when one day the former Palestinian owners knocked on the door and introduced themselves as the former owners of the home, and how all the owners of the home eventually developed a close relationship with one another. This is one of the directors of the Palestine Agricultural Relief Committee, which is a nonprofit organization that works with the farm collectives in the West Bank to help teach them sustainable agriculture techniques and how to make their land more productive, and also processes their olives into olive oil, which in 2007 won the first prize in a competition of 300 competitors, including Italy and Spain. And we sell the oil. It's sold widely around the world. The foreign sales are a very, very important source of income to the Palestinian farmers. This is Jericho, and right behind this line of type, perhaps you can see it, no entry for Israelis. Entry illegal by Israeli law. There are Palestinians in Jericho. It's a Palestinian town, but the Palestinians are not allowed to go into the Dead Sea, which the town of Jericho borders, because it's too close to the Israeli resorts that are just down the road. This is the Couscous Cooperative in Jericho that PARC, the Palestine Agricultural Relief Committee, works with. And notice that these are all women. The economy is sort of changing in the Palestinian territories, with women becoming sole breadwinners, causing a real domestic crisis and real domestic instability and domestic violence, as men who are very proud and who are used to being wage earners are feeling useless and superfluous. Dates, almonds, couscous, and olives. And that's it for my slideshow, and that leaves us about half an hour for talking about Gaza and answering questions. So.